So wait here, Miki. Welcome back to Viva Latina and welcome back to our Vocabulary 2 Verbs review video. This is the last portion of our series and we're going to start out with our first verb, pervenio. Pervenio, pervenire, perveni, perventus. That basically means to reach or arrive. This is a compound with the famous verb venio. So it means to come through or reach somewhere. Then we have peto, petere, petivi, petitus. Again, look at the petivi and the petitus. And this basically means to search for, head for, or even attack. Next, we have posko, poskere, paposki. That means to demand. There is no fourth principal part, like we have seen in many other words. Now we have praesum, praese, praefui. It basically means to be in command. It is basically prae plus sum. There is no fourth principal part in this content, and that basically this verb means to be in command. Then we have propero, properare. That's basically a first conjugation verb. It means to hasten or hurry. Then we have punio, punire, punivi, punitus, and it basically means to punish. Next, we have recipio, recipere, recepi, receptus. Again, this is a compound with the verb capio. So if you can put the capio and then plus the re in the front, you translate it as to take again or to take back. So take back or which generally means to accept. Then we have rego, regere, rexi, rectus. Again, I want to remind you of the noun rex, such as duco and dukes. We have rego and rex. Look at the third principal part of rexi and rectus, and this means to rule. Next, we have repello, repellere, repulsi. Sorry, I think autocorrect may have just made repulsi, repulsed, but repulsi, repulsus, and this means to drive back. Next, we have respondeo, respondere, respondi, responsus, which basically means to respond. Again, look at the fourth principal part of the responsus and the third principal part of respondi. Next, we have retineo, retinere, retinui, retentus. This means to retain or keep. We can see how when we look at the first word, it's kind of looking similar to retain. Then we have sedeo, sedere, sedi, sessus. And this basically means to sit. We have now sentio, sentire, sensi, sensus, and it basically means to feel. Now we go back to another semi-deponent verb because this part's active, that part's passive, and it's soleo, solere, solitus sum, and it basically means to be accustomed to. Next, we have another first conjugation verb meaning to hope, spero. Now we have another first conjugation verb, supero, meaning to defeat or surpass. Then we have another compound with sum, super sum, super esse, super fui, and basically means to remain or to survive. Next we have tempto, a first conjugation verb, and it means to try. Next we have tolo, tolere, sustuli, sublatus. Again, look at the little irregularity with the third and fourth principal part. Make sure you have those down and memorized. And this basically means to raise or lift up. Next we have valeo, valere, valui, and this means to be well. Next we have vexo, a first conjugation verb meaning to annoy. A good derivative of vexo is vex. Next we have vinco, vincere, vici, victus. And this basically means to conquer. The famous phrase, veni, vidi, vici. Vici is the third word in that phrase. Now we have vivo, vivere, vixi, victus, and this means to live. make sure you differentiate yourself between Vinco, Vivo, because Vixie and Wiki it's just a one letter difference, but it may sometimes sound similar if you're doing Kurtamen. Now we have a really important irregular verb similar to nolo. This is volo, velle, volui. This is kind of the main verb, I would say, and it means to want, and nolo is kind of the opposite of volo. Now, with that, we have ended our verbs unit. We will move on now to adjectives in the next video. So thank you so much for following along, and good luck. See you in the next video.